Hi Sagittarius, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your annual forecast for 25th. Sagittarians, I'm going to be focusing on slow moving planets, mainly Saturn and Jupiter, little bit on Venus and little bit on Pluto as well. Now for the last 2.5 years, the taskmaster Saturn, who's not happy till the time that he keeps sending you back on the blackboard and you have your homework absolutely right, is moving after 29 years into you, your house of self, your dreams, your goals, your desires, what it is that you want for yourself, how it is that you perceive yourself, and where it is that you want to go in life. Now, this house of self is one of the most difficult houses for astrologers to read, because your own dreams, your desires, your ambitions are so unique and so personal to you that it gets very hard for astrologers to read. But anyhow, with Saturn coming there, and Saturn moves every 28 or 29 years, Saturn moves one circle, completes one circle, and this time Saturn has come to your chart, your house of self, after 29 years. So this is really a biggie for you Sagittarians. Saturn is going to be spending about 2.5 years in this house, and this is the time wherein that you have just moved out in 2015 after 2.5 years of transit out of a house which had to do with a lot of contemplation. It had to do with spirituality, it had to do with compassion, and you may have found that in the last 2.5 years that you've become more tolerant of people. You've become more tolerant of various different ideologies. You've become, your life philosophy has undergone a change. Your compassion has increased. You're able to empathize a lot more easily than you earlier could. And also, if there were any addictions, and also this house is known as a house of self-undoing, and you may have let go, for those of you, of course, who worked and letting go of these particular issues when Saturn transited it, you would have you would now be a master of all these things. So whether it had to do with addictions, whether it had to do with any form of a self-affliction, whether it had to do with even with depression, for those of you who have been making an effort or have made an effort to get out of it, will be finding yourself quite victorious right now. Now Saturn also for the last 2.5 years has been encouraging you to let go of all the psychic junk that is there, superstition which does not hold you good, fears which are absolutely unfounded, which you have really been holding on to, sitting on to. Your life philosophy, ideologies of someone or your friends have been feeding some nonsense into your head, or maybe it's just a conditioning that you got as a child, and there's a fear of how it is that people will treat you, or even how you think or you feel that your relationships will always fail. Now these are the deep-seated, unfound fears, which you should have worked out by now. So when we begin now, 2015, you're moving into this house of self, which is a beautiful place for Saturn to be in. Not that you're not going to be having enough work, Sagittarians, but it's Saturn, if you were to look traditionally, is quite a feared planet, and there is a lot of negativity around it, which is quite which is just a superstition. So I have a lot of times people coming and telling me, and as per our Indian and even Vedic astrology, we have the Sadisati and we have the Dhaya that is there. And I hear this a zillion times, people will come and tell me, oh, because I have Saturn sitting over there in my chart and I can't do this, and that's why my relationships fail, or my work is not picking up because Saturn is there. Yes, Saturn does slow things down. There is a grain of truth. Saturn does add a lot of heaviness, but that is really more of responsibility. When Saturn really makes you face things. It brings you things up right in front of you, which you can't run away and ignore them. So for the last 2.5 years, your most deep-seated fears, your superstition would have been brought up to task, and Saturn has been sitting and raising a critical eye over there and saying, are you sure that this is what it is that you believe, or this is what that works for you? So even idiosyncrasies which you may be thinking, so far that, oh, that's all right and that is how I am. Saturn would have brought you to task, and hopefully you would have changed, because Saturn is also about transformation. The only time he comes to transit in a part of our chart is when we have really neglected that part of our life for the longest of time. And we human beings, we hate change, as much as we like to say that, oh, change is constant and I love change, and I'm the most flexible person. But the truth is that even if someone were to tell you that, alter your behavior as to how it is that you behave, we get very defensive and very offended that, oh, I am perfect, how can I be told? So Saturn now, hopefully you would have learned your lessons. And Saturn, unlike a Mercury or a Uranus, where the energy is very mental, they're all very airy planets and all, airy energy is there. Saturn is a very practical energy. Saturn demands action. You can't be sitting when Saturn comes and transits and saying, oh, in any case, I'm getting whipped. Let me get whipped some more. That's all right. It's okay. I'll suffer for 2.5 years. No, then you have not really changed that part of your life. You have not become better. You have not really improved a part of your life which has been causing you a lot of grief or a lot of strain for the longest of time. So Saturn gets into your chart, into that particular house, and tells you, okay, now work. I'm twisting your arm and I'm pushing you against the wall. Now make that change. So Saturn is moving into your house of self, which is about not just your internal entire makeup that needs to get changed, but also externally. I think a lot of you are going to be paying a lot of attention on how you look, on your wardrobe, on your hair, and you may go in for something really drastic. Also, there's going to be a lot of sense of self-worth as well, Sagittarians. I think that's a nice thing about it. You're going to be feeling quite deserving of what it is that you've achieved so far in life, and I think somewhere you will stop whipping yourself with a stick. Now Saturn, when it also transits this particular house, it's all about personal significance, and this is it's a fire house, this house, and it is ruled by a personal identity. So we relate very closely to it because it's my house. It's about my dreams, my desires, my goals, and of course your physical body also comes into play over there, and how it is that you dress, how it is that you carry yourself, what it is that you wear, what it is that you want to project to the world outside. And this gets highlighted so that you can make changes. So your health, your diet comes into play, your mannerisms, your attitude comes into focus. Outdated philosophies which are really not doing you any good, superstition which is really not doing you any good, but because you have got so used to doing it, it's just like a habit, a bad habit that comes into up for inspection. So all this is something which comes up, so it can be reworked at. So there is going to be a lot of work on the self for the next 2.5 years, Sagittarians. And you could feel quite frustrated and quite let down when the Saturn transit begins, and it's very typical, so you don't have to worry, because Saturn has that heaviness, and it's a very serious, it's not a very fun, loving and a light planet. And when it moves in that particular aspect of your life, you will feel that sense of, like, you will be looking at yourself very seriously. What kind of an image do you have, what is it that you want, or where it is that you're going, what are your dreams, your desires, how it is that you what is your future, what is it that you see for yourself. All these things are going to be coming up for inspection. And Saturn is really going to be ripping away everything that is superficial, Sagittarians. It does not believe in fluff, so you really can't bluff Saturn. So Saturn is going to just rip through everything that is superficial, and is going to get to the brass tack of things which are of substance, and it's going to make you look at it. And this is a time where even there are things about ourselves which we don't like, which we get told quite often, but we don't like to be either be checked, or after a certain stage and age, you're quite comfortable with your own idiosyncrasies, much as they may irritate others, or much as they can get any benefit in our lives. We quite feel comfortable with our own irritants. And this is a time where Saturn is going to be bringing it up to you by creating such situations or instances around you where you will be forced to change, Sagittarian. So you can no longer sort of sit back and say, oh, I am like that, take it or leave it. And it is not going to work, because you will have to change. You will have to transform yourself in order to be leading a far more productive and a happier life. And that is really what Saturn wants to do for you, Sagittarius, as much as we don't want to believe it. But the truth is that Saturn just wants us to lead a far more fulfilling and a better life. And it just, I look at it, Saturn, as this really grand plumber who comes and unclogs all the pipes. So you have a certain aspect of your life which is not working out, but you leave it and you don't do anything. So Saturn comes and pulls it out and says, okay, now this is how it needs to be done, now fix it. So this is the time where you will be doing a lot of work on your areas of yourself and your mental as well as physical. And now the good news, of course, Jupiter, the planet of opportunity, the planet of expansion, grandeur, positivity, hope, is going to be getting active. And Jupiter has been transiting since July 2014 in a part of your chart that has to do with travel. It has to do with higher studies, and it also has to do with networking. And Jupiter carries on being there till about August 2015. Now, Jupiter is just going to be coming and expanding, or has already expanded this part of your chart, which is brilliant as far as your, if you want to travel to, say, foreign countries, or you could be dealing with foreign partners a lot during this time. Negotiations with people who are from different culture, different backgrounds, different countries is going to be extremely lucrative for you. You can also, for those of you who are looking to study outside, out of the country, this is also a very favorable time that you will get accepted in universities and you will hear a favorable response. For those of you also who are looking at pursuing a higher education, staying in the country itself, it's a great time to be furthering your education now. This is really a time, Sagittarians, where you are going to be really becoming intellectually curious, and academic matters are going to be going extremely well. This is simply because you're going to be open to learning and you're going to be really receptive to all the information that you hear around you. We'll take a quick look at your career in 2015, Sagittarians. Pluto is going to be there in your money sector, and Pluto is a planet of transformation. And you have seen your life being purged of everything you thought you needed to feel secure materialistically, and that wasn't really necessary. You're learning what really matters to you and how to get by on very little. Your attitude towards money is evolving, and while it's becoming more important to you, in some ways it's becoming less important in others. Jupiter is also going to be entering Virgo and your career and life path in mid-August, and Mars is going to be there in this sector in mid-September. And it carries on there till about mid-November, and a solar eclipse is also going to be occurring in your work sector in September. This is a fantastic time, Sagittarians, for accomplishing a goal, enjoying success, defining new goals for yourself, and everything that you hope to achieve at your profession. This is a great time. This is a winter of, or rather autumn of 2015 is the time where all this will manifest for you. And this is a great time in a quite a long time. I think you're really getting to see and taste success in quite a long time. So don't miss it over there. And also put in all the work that you need to be putting in earlier in the year. In April through mid-May, you have Mars that is going to be supporting you. It's going to be giving its entire energy drive, so you can really get out and do the business and the work that you really need to be doing. Fantastic year, Sagittarians. After 29 years, we have Saturn there in your chart, and a lot of transformation, a lot of work that is there. Make full use of the Saturnian energies that is there. With Jupiter as well, keep in mind that while the Jupiter energy is it's a lovely planet, and it gives all opportunities and hopes, but you need to be very vigilant with a Jupiter energy as well. It's like going to a party and being served the most exotic snacks, and you can opt to not have it and say, oh, I'm on a diet, and you just get to miss the most amazing experience in your life. Similarly, you'll have Jupiter opening these tiny windows for you the entire year for you, and it's really up to you to get inside those windows and open the large door. Have a fantastic 2015 Sagittarians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and thank you so much for watching.